Welcome to It's Culture Podcast. My name is Mark, and tonight, this show is going to be a little different than a lot of the other shows that I do, and I'm gonna get back to reporting on, some of the news and the elections and stuff like that. But I think it's important to recognize that we got a lot of people in our country that are dealing with the effects of Hurricane Helene. And I wanted to take some time to kind of unpack the impact of what's going on in Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, and North Carolina in regards to this, and in Tennessee, in regards to this storm. And I want to say my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that's affected. I'm originally from Augusta, Georgia. Vast majority of my family, maybe I would say 97% of my family, I'll just say 95, just for simple math. 95% of my family lives in this area. Pretty much my entire maternal side lives in Augusta, Georgia, Waynesboro, Georgia, Millen, Georgia, and these are some of the hardest hit areas in Georgia. They've been without power. This is going on day number 4 that they've been out with power. And for me, my mom was down there, and she had relocated to Ohio, where I'm at, literally a couple of days before this hurricane came through and just left our area ravaged. And it's kind of hard for me to do these shows right now, considering the fact of why my mom is up in Ohio with me. She's currently in the hospital battling stage 4 cancer, and we just got the diagnosis. I'm gonna do a show about healthcare and all that stuff at a different date, because I think it's important that we understand that the United States healthcare system is completely shit, and I'm gonna break all that stuff down. So that's kind of the reason why my videos have been kind of spotty as far as me posting, because I got a lot going on right now. Never in my wildest dreams would I think that I would be experiencing what I'm going through right now in regards to my mom. And that's really where my focus is at. But my wife, she convinced me to come on and do a show. She said, you got to continue to do the things that you like, and your mom wouldn't want you to do that. So that's why I'm doing this show tonight. So y'all just keep us in your prayers, thoughts and prayers. And hopefully my mom can, recover. And if not, then, hopefully she's not in pain anymore. But to get back to the meat of what's going on. So this hurricane comes through, ravages. Now, Augusta, Georgia is not what we consider in a hurricane zone. If you look at the map of Georgia, Augusta is kind of sitting up. We're not a coastal city. We border South Carolina with the Savannah River, but we are higher up, so we call it kind of central, east central Georgia. But we're not in a hurricane zone. We're not like Savannah, St. Simon, Tybee, Brunswick, Kings Bay. We're not like that. So this storm came inland. So much so that it came through Augusta, through Columbia, South Carolina, through Charlotte, through, just wreaking devastation. And you have all these people without power. Now, the storm track, everybody knew what was going on, but I don't think that the people in that area, especially my hometown, we've never experienced anything like that. We've had flooding and stuff like that. because we do have a few dams that are around our city, but we have never experienced what my people are going through right now. We're talking about power outages, and the power is going to be out for maybe another week. We're talking about no gas anywhere. We're talking about food spoiling. We're talking about the water being cut off. We're talking about some of the worst conditions that are happening. And then you have places like Asheville, North Carolina, that have been completely devastated, that are sit on top of mountains that have been devastated by this mudslides. I-40 completely shut down. Chimney Rock, North Carolina, completely devastated. Nothing left. People have lost their houses. Loved ones have passed away. This is bad. And to get to the politics of it all, while all this is going on, our president, Joe Biden, was on a beach in Delaware getting a tan. While all of this is going on, instead of being at the White House trying to make sure that the governors from these states, when they consider these disaster areas so we can get FEMA is not in Georgia right now. They have not been on the ground. Senator Warnock was in Augusta today assessing the damage. But you have situations where you would think that the president would be doing his job. Like, I don't know who's running the country right now, but it damn sure ain't Joe Biden. So Joe Biden has decided that he's going to go to Asheville, North Carolina on Wednesday. Why wasn't he on the ground today? I don't know. Why wasn't he on the ground this past weekend? I don't know. But he's going to be going to North Carolina on Wednesday. People been out of power since last week. He's going there on Wednesday to assess the damage. Well, he should have been on the ground trying to figure this out. Where's the vice president at? Oh, she's doing shows with All the Smoke, podcasts with Matt Barnes. Who's running the country right now? We have a natural disaster that is covering 5 states. Not just 5 states: Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. And the sitting VP and the president are doing other things right now. I saw a post earlier when someone said maybe if North Carolina would say that they're the Ukraine, they can get money. So I don't understand how our government can sit around and play politics. You know, some people are saying, well, it's the governors who haven't declared it, and the federal government is waiting on the governors, and then the governors are saying that they've done stuff. I don't care about the politics of it all right now, because the politics doesn't matter. Whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Independent, whatever. We have citizens in this country right now who need assistance, and our government seems like they don't give a damn. It has been, in the 90s, 100 degrees in Georgia. These people have no power. They have no running water in my hometown. No electricity. People are trying to price gouge gasoline. And this is the things that are going on. We got people that are price gouging gasoline. I'm seeing posts from my hometown where people are trying to sell 5 gallons of gasoline for a generator, and they're charging $10 a gallon. Plus, anywhere between $25 to $50 for a gas can. Come on, man. Where's the humanity in the people when this is going on? This is completely, to me, is asinine that people will be trying to use a come up, a financial come up based on a disaster. When people are at, this is almost at survival mode right now. You have people that's been, my brother is down there. He told me the people in his apartment complex have been sitting in their cars trying to charge their phones up so they can kind of keep, keep abreast of what's going on. But hey, the rent is due tomorrow, but ain't nobody got access to ATMs or cash right now because the ATMs are down. Banking systems are down. Grocery stores are down. Everything is down. And this is what's going on in our country. I have an article. I just want to show y'all what this says. I'm going to show it to you real quick. This is from the USA Today. It says Asheville, North Carolina. President Joe Biden is sure to get a firsthand look at the devastation in Asheville when he visits North Carolina on Wednesday as part of his tour of the southeastern states ravaged by Hurricane Helene, which had caused more than 100 deaths and left nearly 1.6 million customers without power as of Monday evening. Biden is less likely to see communities like Lake Lure and neighboring Chimney Rock, not only because they're more than 30 miles away and much smaller, but because they're barely there anymore. Chimney Rock was largely submerged, its buildings swept away by the water, and their debris blocking entry points into the village of 140 residents, the Asheville Citizen-Times reported. Now, why did I read that? Because we got people that are trapped with nowhere to go. Hotels are completely booked. Rent is due tomorrow. People don't have food. Their food is spoiled. Don't have running water to take a bath. Can't wash any clothes. Like, we have people that are living in hard times. And like I said, my hometown, we've never suffered anything like the people are suffering down there right now. And I just feel like our federal government, for once, should stop the partisan BS and take care of the citizens. We need disaster areas. It shouldn't matter whether the governor declares it a disaster area, whether it's the federal government that declares it a disaster area. If you see that a hurricane has completely destroyed communities, then it should be already a disaster area. Why aren't these declarations done with the hurricane's first touchdown to go ahead and call it a disaster area so we can have these resources ready to go? Why it's got to be all this bureaucratic BS? We have people getting killed. We have people down there killing people for trying to find food. You got people down there trying, doing things, robbing people, ciphering people's gas out of their cars just so they can have gas for a generator. You talking about the sheer amount of generators that had just been bought over the last week from Lowe's. They had like 600. They sold out because everybody's trying to get something. And I just wish that our government would stop playing the partisan BS. The VP and the president need to do their job because they're in office right now. Kamala Harris should not be on the campaign trail doing podcast shows with other YouTubers. You should be at the White House with the president trying to figure out how we can get these resources to the people that need it the most. It shouldn't take him going to see the disaster to understand the magnitude of what just happened. There's too many pictures, too many videos online right now. You don't have to go fly into North Carolina to see what's going on. You can just be there doing your job. So my heart goes out to everyone because I'm dealing with it. Like I said, I got a lot of family down there, and I'm hoping and praying that they get power back so they can at least be able to, at least sit in some AC or something. Hopefully the water gets cut back on in my city. They cut it off. Hopefully the water gets cut back on so they can actually, take a bath. Hopefully power comes back to the gas station so they can get gas. So that's my show for tonight. Like I said, I'm going to try to do these shows. It's getting harder and harder for me to do them. But Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. Should the president and the VP be doing their job, or should they be out here trying to still do campaign events? Let me know what y'all think. Until next time, Coach Nation, let's keep it coaching.